Marco, my man, thank you for being here. Welcome. Okay, it's the nooner. We're getting a little funky here, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm your host, David Bradley. How's everybody doing? Happy Labor Day, everybody. Yeah, isn't it good, Marco? You love them jams? I love this jam. This was the one I was telling you about. I found it on YouTube. It's free. It's fantastic. It's called The Big Score. Great title, right? Yeah. All right, so welcome. It is 12 o'clock. It's 12:02. All right, so welcome. It is 12 o'clock. It's 12:02 Pacific Standard Time on planet Earth. September 7th. Wow. It's Labor Day. And this is the Nooner. My name is David Bradley. You are here with me on the Nooner every day, every weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm popping up in here and I'm going to be dropping some noontime nuggets about either sales, business, or life. Marco says the big score sounds good to me. That's right. Who doesn't love a big score? So every day, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to pop in. I'm going to drop a noontime nugget about sales, business, or life. Today is Labor Day, so we're going to be talking a little bit about the history of Labor Day, and then we're going to go into success. And more importantly, the Success Pledge. And if you haven't heard it or seen it from Grant Cardone, we're going to be doing it together as a group. So warm up your voice because we're taking it. So, and I'm going to put these two things together for you. So before I get into that, though, I want to give you a little bit about me. Who am I? My name is David Bradley. I'm a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone. Got started with Grant in March of 2011. We go into companies. This is what we do with Cardone Training Technologies. We go into companies and we help them increase production, usually to the tune of 15 to 30%, simply by helping them to find and then handle missed opportunity in the organization. Now, if that's you, if you're an organization of 1, 100, 1,000, 1 million, and you feel like, hey, there's some more opportunity out there. You feel like, hey, we're really good at what we're doing right now, but there's room for more and we want to get it, reach out to me, david@grantcardone.com or 310-777-0352. I can show you some very concrete, proven methodology and technology that you can use to take your business to another level. Another thing about me, I'm the author of a book called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. I smoked cigarettes for 15 years. I could not figure out how to quit, so finally found a way to stop. In this book, yep, there's a difference. This book, How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone, journals my experience and the mindset you need to finally kick the habit once and for all. You can go to my website, stopdon'tquit.com. Get more information about it there. Also, I'm the founder of a hashtag called Richmans Gym. This is home-based strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. That's a hashtag, but it will be a book very soon. It's in production. I'm working on it right now. So that's who I am. Basically, I'm a simple guy who's in the help business. My job is to help people, okay, whether that's produce more, stop smoking, or get in better shape. Okay, pretty simple, right? So thanks for being here. If you like what you're hearing so far, make sure to give me a heart, favorite, restream it, share it with your friends, because we're coming here every weekday and we're going to be dropping positivity on you. So this is Labor Day, okay? I'm noticing just by looking at it, there's not a lot of people on this stream today. So what I'm guessing is that you guys are taking the day off. There's people out there relaxing. Well, here's what I like to do on Labor Day. I like to labor, okay? Because while my competition is snoozing, okay, I'm out expanding my position in the marketplace. I'm out getting better known. I'm out getting attention, okay? And I'm not saying I, me. I'm saying this is what I'm going to do because my competition right now is at the beach. My competition right now is taking the day off. They're firing up the barbecue. They're chilling out, okay? No, I'm working, okay? So I'm using that as an opportunity to expand my brand and my message, okay? So, but let's talk about Labor Day for a second. What's the history of this thing? So I went to Wikipedia and I found some very interesting information. So I'm just going to read it to you what I found. Labor Day in the United States, it's a public holiday. It's celebrated on the first Monday of September. Here we are, first Monday of September, okay? And it honors the American labor movement and the contributions that workers have made to the strength, prosperity, and well-being of the country. This country, the United States of America. Okay, Labor Day was promoted by the Central Labor Union and the Knights of Labor, who organized the first parade in New York City. And after the Haymarket Massacre, which happened in May of 1886, this was a labor riot in Chicago where several people died, but they were there to protest long work hours. And it was basically this riot and this protest that garnished or gandered or created the 8-hour workday. So if ever there's your little fun fact for the day, right? So it was the Haymarket Massacre is basically responsible, or riot, is responsible for an 8-hour workday. So people died so that people died for us to have overtime, basically, in a nutshell. Okay. So, but that happened in May, and it was right around May Day. Okay, and so the government at the time, the president Grover Cleveland, did not want to commemorate Labor Day on a day that had such a negative connotation to it. So they moved it into September. So that happened in 1887, where we had the first official Labor Day on the first Monday in September. Okay, now Canada also celebrates Labor Day, but they spell it Labour. So it's Labor Day with a U. So for my friends that are up north of the border, happy Labor with a U Day to you. Now there's over 80 countries that honor labor and work throughout the world. Most of them do it on this May 1st, but here in the States we do it on September 1st for the reason I was telling you. First Monday of September, excuse me. So how do we celebrate it here in this country? So initially when we started there was a parade. And then there was here we go, a street parade to exhibit the public to the public. A street parade to exhibit to the public the strength and esprit de corps of the trade and labor organization. So esprit de corps is the spirit of the core, okay, of the trade and labor union. So all these groups that are in trade and labor and work hard in the spirit of that. Okay, so we're going to do a parade. Then we're going to have a festival for the workers and their families. So basically we're going to take the day off on a normal work day, which is Monday. We're going to chill out instead. And we're going to honor how hard we work the rest of the year. Okay, so this becomes the pattern for Labor Day celebrations. Then we start seeing speeches by prominent men and women within the community. And then as more emphasis is placed upon the civil significance of the holiday. Then later, a resolution by the American Federation of Labor Convention of 1909, the Sunday before Labor Day, becomes adopted as Labor Sunday, and it's dedicated to the spiritual and educational aspects of the labor movement. So labor has a spiritual aspect to it as well, right? And we won't get into that on this particular stream, but just think with that for a second, that there's purpose behind work, okay? That's bigger than just collecting a check, right? There's more to it than that. So the holiday, it also marks the traditional end of summer. Now, summer as a season doesn't end until the 21st, but traditionally as you know, school starts, things like that. But there's also, which is ironic, it's also a big retail day. So probably one of the reasons there's not a lot of people on this stream right now is that a lot of people are working, like literally working. So check this out. To take advantage of the large number of potential customers free to shop, Labor Day has become an important sale weekend for many retailers in the United States. Some retailers claim it is one of the largest sale dates of the year, second only to Christmas, like Black Friday and Memorial Day. Ironically, because of the importance of the sale weekend, some of those who are employed in the retail sector not only work on Labor Day, but they work longer hours. So more Americans work in the retail industry than any other, with retail employment making up 24% of all jobs in the United States. Retail employment makes up 24% of all jobs in the United States. And as of 2012, only 3% of those employed in retail were members of a labor union. That's interesting, right? I mean, I worked retail. Never saw a union. It's kind of weird. Okay, now, here's your factoid, is that in high society, I don't know if this is appropriate anymore or not, but this is also the last day you can effectively wear white or seersucker and still be in fashion. So I know there's a few of you out there that like the seersucker. So today's your last day, so hopefully you're wearing something. Seersucker. So let's get back into labor. Labor is a noun. It can be used as a noun or a verb. Okay, so as a noun, it means work, especially hard physical work. Okay, now as a verb, it means to work hard and to make a great effort. So if you think about this, so when did Labor Day really start happening? This was 1885. That's when we start really seeing some movement towards that. People start really digging into this concept of, hey, it should probably be a little bit better for us. Think about what it was like trying to make a living 130 years ago. There were no labor laws, basically. If there were few and far between. Okay, there was no minimum wage. There was no unemployment. There was no workman's comp. Okay, there's no Social Security. There's no welfare. There's no food stamps. I mean, you are on your own. Totally. With the exception of charity, which was frowned upon back then. If you had to accept charity, that wasn't a good thing. Okay, so success back then meant something entirely different. Success meant you survived. Okay, success meant that you would literally walk several thousand miles to go from the big city to the middle of flippin' nowhere, where you could stake claim on land and literally from scratch build a home and start a life and farm. Assuming you made it, okay? Assuming that the original tenants of this great land were in a good mood and did not decide to take you out for invading their territory. So this is what the American dream was founded on: labor, hard work, and success for anybody. So now that we're on the American dream topic, which to me is what Labor Day is all about, because you're working towards a dream and you're working hard towards a dream, I'm going to quote from James Truslow Adams. This is something he wrote about the American dream in 1931. But there has been also the American dream. That dream of a land in which life should be better and richer and fuller for every man, with opportunity for each according to his ability and achievement. It is a difficult dream for the European upper classes to interpret adequately, and too many of us ourselves have grown weary and mistrustful of it. This is 1931. It is not a dream of motor cars and high wages merely, but a dream of social order in which each man and each woman shall be able to attain to the fullest stature of which they are innately capable, and to be recognized by others for what they are, regardless of the fortuitous circumstances of birth or position. It's strong, right? This is 1931 this guy's talking about. Okay, this is, again, pre-welfare, pre-Social Security. The American dream has lured tens of millions of all nations to our shores in the past century has not been a dream of merely material plenty, though that has doubtlessly counted heartily. It has been much more than that. It has been a dream of being able to grow to the fullest development as a man or woman, unhampered by the barriers which had slowly been erected in older civilizations, unrepressed by social orders which have developed for the benefit of classes rather than for the simple human being of any and every class. Okay? Basically what he's saying is that it doesn't matter how you were born, rich or poor. In this country, you got a shot to create your life, to create your success. Okay? This is the American dream, and it's based on hard work. Okay? Labor. You have a dream, you have to make it so. Regardless of everything that's in place to break your fall, should you fall, it does not excuse you from busting your ass to create real success. Nobody is going to give this to you. Okay? This is why I don't really support an increase in minimum wage, because you need to earn that. You need to earn yourself a higher stature. Nobody's here to give this to you. The government can't help you. It's one of the things that my boss Grant Cardone says all the time. Trump, Obama, Hillary, any of these people, they cannot give you what you want, what you deserve, which is real true success. So think about this for a second. What if you approached your success, okay, which is your dreams and your goals and the attainment thereof, okay, as if there was no fallback, right? As if there was no other options, as if it was 1885, okay, that if you didn't hit it, you died. Because that's what happened in 1885 if you didn't create success. Does that, you follow? Read up on this. Look at the history of this nation and how hard people had to work. The Donner tribe, trying to get to a better life, they wound up eating each other. Okay, think about that. So you have to start recognizing to your future self and your future family and your lineage, the people that are coming after you, what are you doing to provide for them? What if success, and don't just think of success and think of it literally as not just barely making it, but like maximum level of survival, total thrive. Okay? What if that was an ethical issue now? What if it was a duty? What if it was a responsibility, right? Ethical, it means moral. It's holding or manifesting high principles for proper conduct. Success, ethical issue. Okay, so today, now the first time I heard about success as an ethical issue was at a Grant Cardone seminar. This changed a lot for me. Huge shift in think. Before that, success was chance. Success was based on luck. It was, if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. It was meant to be, right? Success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility. Okay? I want you to start the rest of the year, start going into that thinking about, hey, this is an ethical issue now. I got a moral obligation. Okay? So if you're tuning in right now, if you're sitting here, I want you to follow along with me. I'm going to read the success pledge. I'm going to read it, and then you repeat after me. You guys ready for this? Now, a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month or so ago, my guy Michael Bonnet did this on Periscope. I do not have his level, okay? But I'm going to bring as much intensity to this as I can because this means something to me. This is very, very valuable to me as a person. So I hope you can hear that in my voice. I hope you can repeat back to me what you're hearing right now, and let's get into this thing. You ready? Okay? The success pledge. I pledge a commitment to my success. I'm going to do it and then you do it. Okay? I'm going to say it. Repeat after me. You ready? I pledge a commitment to my success. My family's success and to the successful survival of the company I represent. Success is not an option for me, but something I insist upon achieving. Success is not something others can give me, nor is it something the government or the economy can provide me. Success is not determined by luck, chance, race, creed, color, or religion, but is dependent upon hard work, creativity, follow-through, and persistence. I refuse to not have my success. I refuse to quit prior to my success. And I will do everything ethical in claiming my right to my success. My success is my duty, my obligation, and my responsibility. Okay? That's your nooner. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you stopping in on Labor Day. If you would like to see this from the beginning, if you're tuning in late in a couple hours over on YouTube, you go to youtube.com/Cardone Solutions. There's a playlist over there with all 29 episodes of the Nooner. So if this is your first time being here, welcome. Thank you. And feel free to catch up on previous episodes. I'm in here every single weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm dropping noontime nuggets about sales, business, or life. Today I think we covered all three. Wouldn't you agree? Happy Labor Day to you. We'll see you tomorrow.